Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video. And today we're going to be looking at Rodland for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and we're going to be looking at the Game Boy version, which I don't think a lot of people even knew about. But excited to do an unboxing of both of these games, so let's get right into it. But before I get into that, I just want to let you guys know that these games were released in Japan and Europe, and so this is the first time these games have been released in America thanks to retrobit. Now what's funny about this release is that I was actually more excited about the Game Boy release. You guys know how I feel about the Game Boy system, so seeing that coming out over here, I felt really good about that. So shout out to retrobit for bringing both of these games to America finally. So here's the NES version. Now this was, I believe, slated to come over here years ago, but at the last minute they decided to cancel it. So this traditionally doesn't come in the old school cardboard box as we remember a lot of NES games came in. It comes in a cardboard that kind of opens up like a book, as you can see here. And they did an outstanding job on the art, as you can see here. Now I'm pulling this part up so you can see the cartridge itself. I like the style they went with, silver. I thought they would have probably went with something like more like colorful or whatever like that, but silver is perfect for this game, so I'm liking that. They could have went with a more rainbow color, but now that I'm thinking about it, it was probably a good idea they didn't go with that. So here you can see the manual itself, full color, outstanding job. This is the kind of quality we come to know from retrobit. So yeah, just everything is looking good so far. And then you can see the art piece here. You'll set this thing up in case you just want to have the cartridge standing out on it. So it looks pretty cool, as you can see here. I'm not sure I'm going to have my cart out like this, but the option is nice. Now that you guys have seen everything that this comes with, let's take a look at some more gameplay. So if you guys have never played this game, it's very similar to games like Bubble Bobble, Rainbow Islands, and maybe even Snow Brothers, where you have to clear the screen of enemies before you can move on. You have your wand where you can slam enemies into submission, or you can slam them into each other to get extra points and upgrades like projectile attacks and all kind of other stuff. But one unique feature about this game is that you can create ladders to get to certain objectives. So that is one of the best features I feel like this game has over the others, which is pretty cool. One of the rewards in this game is the actual story. So if you're into a story, finding out what the story is about, you're rewarded with cutscenes and things like that. But other than that, you're getting a pretty solid game here. Alright, so here is the Game Boy version. This version is actually really good, and of course I consider it the sister version of the NES game. In saying that, I would say like you probably don't need both games, but I definitely wanted both of them because I feel like there's enough differences between them to make them worth having. Now, as you can see here, you don't have that flimsy cardboard that like regular Game Boy games come in. You got the book kind of like opening here that you're seeing, the hardcover cardboard. Game inside, art, everything looks outstanding. It's kind of like very similar to Avenging Spirit, if you guys remember my unboxing of that. You got the color manual as well. It doesn't come with all the extras that the NES version have, but that's okay. It's kind of weird that it comes with a colored manual, but the game is in like straight black and white. But that's okay because that's how the Game Boy was back in the day. But I wish this game would have really stood out if it came out on the Game Boy Color. But let's take a look. Plays just like the NES game, but for some reason I feel like this game plays a bit smoother to me. Maybe that's just my bias because I like the Game Boy version just a little bit better than the NES version. But yeah, I think most people probably like the NES version, but both versions are great. So if you have a chance to get both of these, I would say go ahead and do that. Now, the arcade version of this game actually came out, well, you could actually download that on modern consoles if you're into that version, but still, it's good to have these physical ones in America, finally in America, so very happy about that. Alright guys, so that was my unboxing video. I haven't done one of these in a while, it seems, but anyways, I wanted to ask you, well, I have a video coming up where I'm gonna talk about GameStop Retro again, and recently they've actually started talking about having retro products in their store that are brand new. So like stuff like this is a possibility in their stores, and I'll go over that more when that video comes out. But anyways, guys, if you have a chance, pick up Rodland. It's a very good game, very solid, especially if you're a fan of games like Snow Brothers, Bubble Bobble, and Rainbow Islands. You'll find something special here. Now, the game had a real strong pre-order, so not really too many people are selling it that I've seen as of yet, you know, besides pre-orders. So hopefully you can find it on eBay or just, I don't know, like an extra copy that someone might have. But definitely add this one to your gaming list. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. Hope you enjoyed the radical one, and I will see you all later.